Hey everyone, it's Tara. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with my June TBR. Before I get into what books I want to read in June, I wanted to have a quick little, discussion. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on what I'm about ready to say down below. I believe it's the BookTube Real Talk tag. I've been watching a few of those videos and it got me thinking about TBRs. One of the questions in the BookTube Real Talk tag is, what are your thoughts on the standard BookTube videos such as wrap-ups and book hauls and TBRs? And a few people had shared their thoughts on how they personally don't film TBRs because they don't like talking about books that they haven't read yet. And that got me thinking. I'm like, it is really hard. When I've filmed the 2 TBRs that I have filmed, I found it hard to talk about the books that I selected as well because I haven't read them yet, so I don't know what they are about. And yes, you can read the synopsis on the back or on the dust jacket, but it's still you don't know what the book is about. And so trying to describe a book to make it sound enticing for somebody else to read when you don't know your thoughts on it, I found to be very difficult. Decided instead of trying to summarize a book that I've not read yet, I want to just tell you why I chose to add that book on my TBR instead of the hundreds of other books I have on my bookshelf or the hundreds of other books that I can choose from my library. Why did I choose this book at this time to read this month? So we'll see how it goes. I'd love to see what you think down below. So without further ado, let's get started. The first book I have on my June TBR is The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks by Rebecca Skloot. This is on my TBR because it is the book that was selected for a book club that I am hoping to be able to attend in my town. I have very little idea what it is about, but I'm excited to read it and see if I mesh well with this group of ladies that run this book club, and hopefully it goes well. Next up, I have Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. I've heard a few people talk about it here on BookTube. It sounded really cute in the summaries and wrap-up videos that I've seen for this book. It's a gay romance, which I've never read, and I'm really excited to. And the synopsis just intrigued me. It's about the son of the President of the United States and a prince. It's kind of, from what I understand, I think it's a hate-to-love romance. There's also some political aspects involved. So it sounded really good, and I decided I wanted to read it. Next up, I have After I Do by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I've mentioned this before in my favorite authors, 5 favorite authors video, that I have loved Taylor Jenkins Reid. I've only read 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo and Daisy Jones and the Six by her, but I have a feeling she could easily become my favorite author. And so I wanted to read another one of her books to see if it's, just a fluke, those 2 books that I love, or if I love just her writing in general. I think that I'm going to really enjoy this. And if I do, I think Taylor Jenkins Reid will just continue to move up towards becoming my favorite author of all time. So I'm really excited to read another one of her books. Next, I have Julie and Julia by Julie Powell. If you watched my library book sale haul where I got this, you will know how excited I was to find this. I love the movie that is based on this book with Amy Adams and Meryl Streep. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. And I'd been wanting to read the book for a long time, and I just never checked it out from the library. I never purchased it. I don't know why. So I saw it at the book sale and knew I had to get it, and I've been really excited to read it. I'm pretty sure I'm buddy reading this with my mom. She has this exact same edition, and I think we're going to try and coordinate and read it together. I'm hoping that I love this as much, if not more, than the movie, because I love the movie so much. Next, I have The Dinner List by Rebecca Searle. I think it's how you say her name. I just picked this up at the library on a whim. I was there picking up another book, which I'm about ready to talk about, and saw this. The yellow cover caught my eye. The synopsis on the backs or on the dust jacket sounded really good. So I just got this on a whim and decided to pick it up. I wasn't planning on reading this in June, but now I have to, and I only get it for 14 days. So we'll see what happens. Next is the book that I put on hold at the library for the whole reason why I went to the library and ended up with the dinner list. It is China Rich Girlfriend by Kevin Kwan. So, sequel to Crazy Rich Asians. I'm really excited to continue that story. I really enjoyed Crazy Rich Asians. So, excited to see what happens next with Rachel and Nick. Next, I have With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. Initially, I was interested in this. Haley in Bookland got an arc of it and read it and really enjoyed it. And the way that she talked about it, it made it sound like it was something I would really enjoy. It's about a teenager who loves cooking. That's the most basic summary on the planet. It sounded really good. I found it on the Book of the Month Club for May. Saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to read it. And I almost added it to my May TBR, but I knew that I had too much on my May TBR, so I didn't, so I'm hoping to get to it this month. Finally, for the month of June, I have The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna. I am buddy reading this with Tia at Tia and All the Books. I'll leave a link to her channel down below. We start reading that, I think June 13th is what we've decided. So I'm excited to read this, see if I enjoy her writing in this as much as I did The Nightingale. I'm just excited to continue reading authors that I have discovered through BookTube, and this is one. These are all the books I hope to get to in the month of June. June is my birthday month, and I wanted to only have books on my TBR that I have been really excited about reading because I want to do things that I enjoy in my birthday month. So we'll see how this goes. It's like 2,800 pages, which would be, I think, the most pages I've read in a month in recent history. So we'll see what happens. It's 8 books, which again, I think would be the most books I've read in a month to date, but I feel like I can do it. I don't have a ton of plans for the month of June, so I feel like I'll have a decent amount of free time to read. I'm hoping. Yeah, so we'll see how this goes. I'm hoping it goes well. Let me know down below what books you have on your TBR for June or for the summer if you do seasonal TBRs instead of monthly TBRs. Let me know if you have read any of these books, and if you have read them, what your thoughts are, or if you want to read them. Also, let me know what you like to do to celebrate your birthday, because right now I have no plans. Until next time, happy reading. Bye!